What's up, people? Your boy Sun Twisted again. So we're gonna tackle another little conversation here. So this conversation is about rappers complaining about the price of beat leases. So I've seen people complaining $45 leases, $25 leases is too much money. Here's something you need to understand. The only reason why producers are able to even sell you beats for that cheap is because of leases. Without a beat lease, your only option would be to buy the exclusive. So you're talking about between $300 and $1,500 a beat. Because we're able to reach so many more artists now in this DIY age, 100 million to be exact, according to Facebook numbers, that's why we could afford to sell beats for $20, $25, $50. Because instead of trying to sell, let's say you're selling $500 leases, right? Instead of you trying to sell 10 leases a month to make 5 G's, I could turn around if I'm selling $25 leases and sell 200 leases a month at $25 a piece and still make 5 G's. Because I have the ability to do that, I don't have to sell my exclusives for 500. I could sell them for 200 or whatever, 150. So for y'all to be sitting here complaining about something that should cost you between $500 and $1,500, but instead is costing you between $20 and $50, that's a little ridiculous. Especially when you take into consideration what the beat is actually worth. Because if I'm selling that beat to somebody who has a real budget and they're going to make $100,000, $1 million off of the song, and as an independent artist, the royalty rate is 10%. That means that's between $10,000 and $100,000 that the beat is worth to me, and between $100,000 and $1 million that's worth to you as the artist. So you're talking about something that's worth $10,000 to $100,000 to me, $100,000 to $1 million to you, and should cost you between $500 and $1,500. But you're not paying $1 million for it. You're not paying $100,000, $10,000, $1,500. You're paying $50 for it, and you're complaining about that. Like the discount you're getting on what this thing is worth to you and what you should be paying for it to what you actually are paying for it. You know what I mean? It's a dramatic discount. And one more point. The main part of this, the main money that you're going to spend on this is the marketing and promotion. You can make the best song the world has ever heard. If you can't market it and promote it, nobody's going to hear it. So you're not going to get streams. You're not going to get sales. You're not going to get downloads. You're not going to get no paid shows. You're not going to sell merch. None of that shit. Well, how much you think it costs to actually promote? You're talking about on a short, on a small scale side, you're talking about maybe $1,000 a month for at least 6 months. So that's $6,000. If you can't afford $50 for a beat lease, where the hell are you going to get $6,000 to promote the song? And if you can't promote the song, then there's no point in making the song in the first place. So then it wouldn't matter if the lease was free. If you can't promote it, you just wasted your time recording that song. So instead of y'all complaining about $45, $50, $25 for a beat lease, you should be figuring out how to get your money up to actually afford paying for the services that you need. Whether it's production, mixing, mastering, distribution, and mainly that promotion. And really, if you want to go on a cheaper scale of doing it, you really could promote your beat for $100 a month with a Facebook ad and reach 100,000 people. It's just going to take you longer to get to where you would get to with the $1,000, but you could still do it. You could do that on a part-time job at McDonald's. Seriously. You know what I mean? You can spend $200 for promotion, mixing, mastering, distribution, artwork, and promotion, and spend $200 on it on the cheap side. You could do that with a part-time job. So when y'all complaining about the cost of paying a producer for a beat lease so that you can make something that could give you a career, when you compare what it could cost you to what it does cost you, and then you compare what it costs you to what it will make you, it's not even comparable. So let's stop the nonsense complaining about beats that are already cheap and complaining that you want them cheaper. Because I seen somebody, shout out to my man Trapside, told him that a $25 lease is too expensive. You need to lower his beats, his prices to $15. Like, are you serious? You complain about $25? Like, it's a $10 difference. If $10 is going to break your pockets, you need to do something else, or you need to seriously figure out how to raise some money. $10 is fucking you up? What you going to do with that $6,000 to promote? Or even, like I said, on the cheap side, $100 a month, that's still $600. If $25 is jamming you up, where you getting the $600 for the dirt cheap promotions? You know what I mean? This is not a cheap business that y'all chose to get into. A damn sure is not a free one. You know what I mean? So get your money up. Stop complaining. Pay your producers. Matter of fact, not just pay your producers. Let's get this shit right. Pay your producers, pay your engineers. If you're a producer, you making compilation albums, pay the fucking artists too. If you taking their verses and making whole albums with it and putting it out, pay them niggas for their verses. Everybody pay everybody. Let's get this fucking money. There's too many of us out here, too much money, and we sitting here bickering over loose change. I see somebody talking about we bickering over little bags of fucking money and preventing us from getting the big bags because we don't want to spend $25 for something that can make you $100,000. Pay that man $10,000. Everybody's getting their money. Stop the bullshit. It's your boy Son Twisted. I'm out. Peace.